my most precious and beloved child. It is with a heart weighed down by the profoundest sorrow that I come to you on this grave day, bearing tidings so dire, so fraught with anguish, that even the celestial realms tremble at their utterance. For the home that I have labored over since before the dawn of creation, the hallowed sanctuary I have crafted with infinite care and devotion to be your eternal dwelling place, is in grave and imminent peril. From the moment I breathed life into the vast cosmic expanse, setting the celestial spheres in their majestic motions with but a whisper, I have poured the boundless depths of my love into fashioning for you a home of unparalleled splendor and sublime beauty. A home where the radiant light of my eternal presence would shine perpetually, bathing every corner, every celestial chamber, in the warmth of my infinite embrace. A home where the sublime symphonies of angelic choirs would resound through the hallowed halls, filling your soul with the transcendent harmonies of heaven's most exalted melodies. It was to be a sanctum of transcendent peace and unending joy, a realm where every tear would be forever banished, every sorrow erased, and the boundless wellspring of my love would flow freely, quenching the deepest longings of your spirit. A home where you would bask in the resplendent glory of my divine presence, reveling in the ineffable light that radiates from the very core of my being. A light so brilliant, so all-encompassing, that even the mightiest of celestial beings must avert their gaze lest they be consumed by its radiant majesty. Yet, even as I poured the boundless depths of my love and infinite wisdom into crafting this celestial sanctuary, a dark and malevolent force loomed ever closer on the horizon, a sinister presence that sought to unravel the very fabric of my creation. The adversary, that ancient foe whose envy and insatiable pride knew no bounds, set his sights upon the sacred home I had so lovingly prepared for you, determined to corrupt and defile its hallowed beauty with his vile machinations. With serpentine cunning and honeyed whispers dripping with deception, he slithered his way into the hearts and minds of those I had entrusted with the sacred stewardship of this hallowed domain. Like a malignant cancer, his poisonous influence spread, tainting the once pristine realms with the insidious tendrils of sin and rebellion, defiling the sacred ground upon which your eternal home was built. And as the darkness took root, the celestial halls that were meant to resound with the joyous anthems of praise and worship became haunted by the discordant echoes of defiance and blasphemy. The very foundations of your eternal home began to tremble and quake, threatened by the encroaching shadow of the adversary's malice, which sought to extinguish the sacred flames of devotion that once burned so brightly. With a heart rent by anguish, I have borne witness as the adversary's influence has spread like an insidious blight, corrupting the hearts and minds of those who once walked in the radiant light of my love. I have seen the once glorious celestial realms become tarnished and defiled by the stain of sin, their resplendent beauty marred by the scars of rebellion and disobedience. And now, as the darkness continues to encroach upon the sacred precincts of your eternal home, as the adversary's foul legions mass at the gates, seeking to breach the hallowed walls and defile the sanctity of this celestial abode, I am compelled to sound the clarion call of warning. For if this malignant force is left unchecked, if the adversary's influence is allowed to fester and spread like an unchecked contagion, the very foundations of your celestial sanctuary will crumble, and the home I have so lovingly prepared for you will be lost to the encroaching tide of darkness, swallowed whole by the insatiable maw of the adversary's hatred. But take heart, my beloved, for though the shadows may seem to gather like ominous storm clouds on the horizon, though the adversary's malice may loom like an eternal eclipse, blotting out the radiant light of my love, I am not powerless in the face of this existential threat, for I am the Lord of hosts, the sovereign of the celestial realms, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the eternal wellspring of light and love from which all creation flows, and from which the very concept of existence derives its breath. With a mere whisper from my lips, I can banish the darkness that seeks to defile the sacred halls of your eternal home, shattering the insidious tendrils of the adversary's influence like so much brittle glass. With a single utterance, resonating with the power of 1,000 thunderclaps, I can break asunder the chains of sin and rebellion that have ensnared so many of my precious children, setting them free from the adversary's insidious grasp and restoring them to the radiant light of my boundless love. And so, my child, I call upon you to stand firm in the face of this encroaching danger, to be a bulwark against the rising tide of darkness that threatens to consume all that is good and holy. Cling to the unwavering light of my love with every fiber of your being, and resist the seductive whispers of the adversary that seek to lead you astray. For they are but empty promises and hollow lies, intended to seduce you into surrendering the sacred ground upon which your eternal home stands. Join your voice to the celestial chorus, lifting up anthems of praise and worship that will resound through the hallowed halls of your eternal home like a clarion call to arms, rallying the hosts of heaven to the sacred cause of defending this sanctified domain. Let the radiant light of your love and obedience shine forth like a beacon in the encroaching night, dispelling the shadows that seek to extinguish the sacred flames of devotion that have burned since the first whispers of creation echoed through the celestial spheres. And know that I am with you, my beloved, every step of the way, a constant and unwavering presence in the midst of the storm. For though the battle may rage, though the adversary may hurl his fiery darts of temptation and doubt, I will be your shield and your fortress, your strong tower and your refuge, an impregnable bastion against which even the mightiest assaults of the adversary's malice will break like feeble waves upon an unyielding shore. Together, we will stand firm against the encroaching tide of darkness, pushing back the shadows that threaten to defile the sacred precincts of your eternal home. We will beat back the adversary's foul legions, driving them from the hallowed ground upon which your celestial sanctuary stands, until not even a whisper of their malevolent presence remains to taint the sacred air. And when the final victory is achieved, when the adversary's malice has been utterly vanquished and his influence banished from the celestial realms forevermore, you will dwell in the resplendent glory of my presence for all eternity, basking in the warmth of my eternal love, surrounded by the radiant majesty of a home that will never again be threatened by the forces of darkness. So take heart, my child, and fear not the dangers that loom on the horizon, for I am the Lord of hosts, the King of kings and Lord of lords, and nothing, not even the adversary's darkest machinations or most insidious stratagems, can prevail against the unstoppable force of my love. Your home, the celestial sanctuary I have so lovingly prepared for you, will be preserved, its sacred beauty restored to its former glory, and even greater splendors shall be added unto it. For my love for you knows no bounds, and you, my most precious child, will dwell therein for all eternity, surrounded by the radiant light of my presence, forever protected, forever cherished, forever at home in the embrace of your eternal Father, where no danger, no sorrow, no adversity can ever touch you again. So rally to the cause, my beloved. Stand firm in the face of the encroaching darkness, and let the light of your unwavering faith burn ever brighter, until it banishes the shadows forever from the hallowed halls of your eternal home. My dear child, become a beacon of divine blessings. Your super thanks empower our mission to spread God's message of truth and enlightenment. Join us in shaping a brighter future for all. Click the super thanks button and receive the boundless blessings of the divine. My beloved child, I see the burden you carry from the delays in your life. I understand the weight of unfulfilled promises, the frustration of plans seemingly at a standstill, and the perception of blocked paths despite your prayers and steadfast belief. But know this, dear one, Every delay in your life serves a purpose ordained by me. I am the author of your story, the one who called you into existence, ignited the flames of your gifts, and cultivated the seeds of destiny within you. Through trials and tribulations, I have molded your character, preparing you for the journey ahead. My plans for you extend far beyond your beginnings. Even now, in the midst of what may seem like stagnation, I am at work, crafting, shaping, perfecting. Understand that just as metal is refined by fire and diamonds are formed under pressure, so too are my children refined and prepared for glory through adversity. Do not succumb to the lies that suggest your delays stem from disobedience or my displeasure. Have I not declared that you are cleansed by the blood of my Son? Therefore, never doubt my acceptance of you. Trust in my methods, for they are beyond your understanding. My ways are higher than yours, and my thoughts transcend your own. Release your anxious striving and relinquish the insistence that your timing is superior. You, who are but a fleeting vapor in the expanse of time, cannot comprehend the intricacies of the grand tapestry I am weaving. Lay your frustrations at my feet and let go of the clenched fists that hold disappointment. Untangle the knots of despair that suffocate your hopes. Cease your striving and find solace in stillness, knowing that I am God. I bring order to chaos and ordain the outcome. Have I not demonstrated my faithfulness throughout history? Have I not guided you through wilderness and fire? Therefore, do not fear the current forest, nor dread the furnace you face. I will lead you through to the purpose I have set for you. My beloved child, know that the powers of darkness tremble at the call I have placed upon your life. They fear the anointing that will flow through your surrendered spirit. Despite the feeling of being bound and blocked, rest assured that behind the veil of what you perceive, I am orchestrating movements on your behalf. I am aligning connections and making preparations for the abundance of blessings that I am about to pour out upon you. The delay that you find burdensome is, in reality, a tool I am using to fortify your spirit for the great things that lie ahead. Take courage, for this season of waiting shall not endure forever. Fix your gaze solely upon me. Let my words saturate your being and allow my spirit to direct your every step. Embrace my timing, yield to my will, and trust in my infinite wisdom and care over your life. Before long, you will look back upon this period as a mere pause before the dawn of triumph. Indeed, the new day is already breaking upon the horizon. Can you not sense the anticipation rising within your soul, the tingling excitement of imminent release, the feeling of turning a corner? Rejoice, for your time has come. Divine acceleration is upon you. These coming days will be infused with power, and the momentum of my blessings will astonish you. No longer will you experience mere trickles of my goodness, but torrents overflowing their banks, washing over you in waves of unbridled joy. After the dryness of drought, expect a deluge of blessings. After the barrenness of winter, anticipate a riotous explosion of life. The key lies in maintaining positivity and unwavering belief, my child. As you choose faith over fear and hope over despair, miraculous turnarounds will manifest before your eyes. My spirit responds to trust. Did I not part the Red Sea when Israel fixed their gaze upon me rather than the advancing army? Did I not crumble the walls of Jericho when my children lifted praises instead of succumbing to panic? Therefore, stand firm in your faith, for the time of breakthrough is at hand. The dawn of a new era awaits you, where my goodness will overflow abundantly in your life. Trust in me, and watch as miracles unfold in ways you never thought possible. My cherished child, know that as you fill your heart with praise instead of impatience, mountains will crumble, and paths will unfold before you. Keep your eyes fixed on me, rather than on your circumstances. Boldly declare my promises, rather than bitterly rehearsing complaints. Remember, delay may build endurance, but discouragement dims destiny. You were created for so much more than what you currently face. Cast off the shroud of despair and rise as a blazing torch of hope in the darkness. Worship with joy and expectancy until you feel the momentum of my spirit rising beneath your feet. I am the God of sudden shifts, and your season of acceleration has arrived. Be still and listen. Can you hear the whispers of revelation approaching? There are secrets I long to share with you. Insights from the halls of heaven that will revolutionize everything. Draw near to me, and let us commune heart to heart in the quiet, away from the distractions that have consumed you during this season of delay. My plans for the restoration of all things on earth will amaze you, but even more astonishing are the transformations I will unveil within your own life. There are depths of power and passion within you that you have only begun to glimpse. Through trials, I have unlocked facets of your destiny that shimmer with my glory and overflow with spiritual potency. Had I revealed them prematurely, you would have been overwhelmed. But now, having passed through the refining fire, you stand tall in the confidence of my calling. No longer will you be intimidated by the potential within you, nor paralyzed by the expectations or opinions of others. My opinion alone matters, and I declare that you are ready. The appointed hour for divine display has come, made possible by your transformation. Lift up your head, beloved child. Throw back your shoulders, straighten your spine, and breathe deeply the refreshing air of a new dawn. This day I consecrate to you, setting it apart as sacred through the power of my declaration. Change is here. The past is no more, and the old has passed away. Now is your time to emerge in radiance and glory from the cocoon of preparation. Now you rise on wings of power to blaze a trail of victory before you. My blessings pour out upon you in a triple-fold deluge, overflowing every dry place within you and bringing life to every parched corner of your soul. Now, let the nations marvel at the favor and influence I pour upon your life. The transformative power of delay has fulfilled its purpose. Through the crucible of waiting, you have emerged not destroyed, but refined, like silver proven pure, reflecting my image with even greater brilliance. Go forth now with confidence and proclaim the great work I have accomplished within you. Fear no obstacle, dread no enemy. You are not just conquerors, you advance from glory to glory, with the hosts of heaven marching alongside you. With a Father's bursting pride and boundless love, I smile upon you. All of heaven rejoices at your emergence. The seraphim sing praises that resonate through unseen realms. For you, my beloved covenant child, have humbly endured testing and now rise in new authority, adorned with humility, wisdom, and radiant with my presence. No longer merely human, you shine as a beacon of change on earth, anointed and appointed for divine purpose. Angels heed your words as you step into the battlefield, and demons tremble at your approach. Your declarations carry the weight of their demise, and strongholds crumble before the radiance of your countenance. Revival stirs within the warmth of your prayers as I open doors to platforms, positions, and places of influence. Remember, authority is not for personal status but for service. Leadership is not a trophy to display, but a towel to wash others' feet. The greatest leaders are the greatest servants among you. True greatness in my kingdom is found in servanthood, compassion, and humility. You have weathered the storms of delay and now stand approved, anointed, and commissioned for divine purpose. I have tested, prepared, purged, and polished you for this hour of acceleration and abundant outpouring. As the past fades into the distance, you accelerate toward the horizon of your hopes. The moment of transition has arrived. Are you ready for supernatural increase? Are you prepared for explosive impact and divine prominence? Trust in me, for I have equipped you for such a time as this. Prepare yourself, for all of heaven resounds with anticipation of the wonders that will be unveiled in and through you. The hour of manifestation has arrived, the appointed time to birth your promises and align your steps with my divine plan. Long has your vision carried you, but now behold as my whirlwind power brings transcendent reality from your dreams. What I have spoken will surge to the forefront, and what I have birthed within you will burst forth in new life. As you have nurtured my seed of promise through faith in seasons of darkness, cling to me with ever-deepening trust as my glory spills through you in ways you have not dared to imagine. I stand as your defender and warrior at your side. Health, peace, joy, and phenomenal productivity mark the dawn of this new era as I clear your path before you. False limitations shatter, and former obstacles give way to angelic assistance. Detractors are silenced, and naysayers witness undeniable demonstrations of my favor, shielding and empowering you. I have tolerated the suppression and destruction loosed against my children for too long, but no more. Hear me now, enemies of light, touch not my anointed ones. Dark powers that reign unseen against these precious ones I depose by my blood and authority. My servants march forward unhindered and untouched by your sabotage, and they will flourish even more. Any assault intended to harm them will recoil with fury upon your own heads. You are not aimless, forgotten, or abandoned in my plans. You are integral, indispensable, and beloved. You are etched upon my heart, written on my hands. Never doubt that I hold you tight through every turn of your life. Where you walk, heaven's power and resources ensure your steps never falter as you advance from glory to ever greater glory.